Need a hand getting rid of his stuff?
No.
He's not coming to collect it, is he?
No. I'll get it to him.
What happened? Where am I?
Mum.
Where is this?
Mum, lie down.
Where is this?
Lie down. Mum. Nurse! 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 Mum, it's okay, it's me. It's me, Patrick.
Patrick?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? What happened?
Hey, Mum, you're
Where is
safe
this?
now.
No, I'm going mad.
No, you're not going mad, Mum. You're ill.
No,
the doctors are trying to find out what's wrong with you.
Heston doesn't know. Heston doesn't know. I asked. No, Patrick,
You asked him what, Mum?
Please let me
Nurse!
go. Please let me go.
Julia, just
Mum,
calm
lie down. Please,
Nothing
Mum.
to worry about.
No.
Just
It's
relax.
all right. Mum,
Patrick!
it's all right.
Patrick!
I'm here.
Just keep calm. It's fine. It's fine.
Patrick!
Managing suspicion. We're all out of tosh.
I don't know. At least I didn't have to travel.
Oh, you're Birmingham? I never get off that lightly. Next week they're sending me to Durham for an evaluation test. Don't know when I'll see the station next. Yeah, I can't believe I'm being used as a lab rat for some touchy-feely PC nonsense. And be my chief inspector trying to tell me something.
Shall we begin, gentlemen? And lady. I'm Drew State, and this is Managing Suspicion. Now, a wise man once said, managing suspicion, what's that load of touchy-feely PC nonsense all about, eh?
This is going to be a difficult time, especially once Julia gets back. I think we all ought to stay calm, reflect, heal. I'll tell you what's going to help us heal. Some good old-fashioned payback. Sometimes revenge is the answer. What?
Didn't say anything.
It is just so awful. I can't stop thinking about it. We should have...
No. That old pervert is entirely to blame. He knew exactly what he was doing. And if he so much as shows his face
He
here...
won't. His career is over. I've reported him to the GMC. I suspect other incidents may be coming to light.
Well, you know of something.
Well, these things are rarely a one-off. I owe you all an apology. Julia's instincts screamed, get rid of him, and for what it's worth, I shall be apologising to her when the time is right.
No one blames you, Heston.
Well, I think Julia may see things differently.
You had no idea she'll know that.
Oh, they're just tests, Mum. I'll still be here when you get back, I promise. Sam, yeah, it's me. No, they're just taking her for some tests. No, don't come yet, please. I don't know what happened. They're trying to find out now. I think she said she went to the mill and asked one of the doctors there for help. I can't get a clear answer out of her. Yeah. She's been ill for a while. Someone should have been here. I should have been here for her.
Now, the idea is, through role-play and group sessions, to get all you highly experienced police officers back to the basics of looking at what the evidence is telling you, letting the evidence be your starting point, not deeply ingrained prejudices or suspicions. Always ask, what is the evidence telling you? Now, can any of you think of some examples of where your prejudices may have drawn you towards a wrong conclusion? Oh, come on, no one's going to laugh. All right, one random example. Rob, you must have some prejudices. It doesn't have to be about race or colour. It could be against weight or redheads or Scots.
Not that I know of. Quite like jocks, actually. No, I focus on the evidence. I don't need to be told to do that.
But you're trying to tell me you've got no prejudices, preconceptions about people. Before I even said a word, you were calling me and my course PC.
But it is, isn't it? It's PC.
Policing changes. If you met a copper from 30, 40 years ago, he wouldn't recognise what I bet you'd call good old-fashioned police work. So you agree with me? Or is Rob channeling Gene Hunt?
You know, good old-fashioned hands-on policing out there with the public, that doesn't change. And anyway, we're coppers. We're supposed to be suspicious.
Absolutely. Which is what makes this so important.
You're unusually quiet, Heston. Daniel's right. You mustn't blame yourself. I'm serious. It wasn't your fault.
Well, that's easy for you to...
Are you phoning him?
His wife.
Ah. This isn't a popular point of view, and I know what he did was absolutely wrong, but I feel sorry for him. He's destroyed his marriage, his career, his home. For what?
Well, his career is finished. I've made sure of that. His home and marriage, you don't know, Charlie. Slippery barely begins to describe him. He'll wiggle out of anything. Margie is insufferable. Doesn't mean I'm happy destroying the poor woman's marriage.
Is that what's stopping you? Are you calling her because she needs to be told? Or in the hope that somehow by lashing out at him, you won't feel so hollow? Make sure it's the right reasons. If it's out of anger, or somehow thinking it'll make you feel better, it won't.
Jack, it's me. I need that design thingy program and I can't wait, so I'm coming round to get it now. And if you're still in bed, you're a lazy git.
I only asked you all to do one thing. Switch off your mobile phones.
Sorry, got to take this. Brian.
I really need a favour, mate. I'm in a bit of trouble.
What kind of trouble?
It doesn't matter. If Julie or the inspector calls you, I need you to tell them that I'm on the course for you.
Julie, why? What, do you mean our inspector?
Yeah. Don't ask questions, please. Just cover for me.
What are you up to? Come on, what's going on? Where are you?
It doesn't matter.
I swear, if you don't start answering me, I'll phone the inspector up myself.
No, I'm in Birmingham too.
Birmingham, why?
I wanted the train ticket, so if Julie finds it, she'll think everything's kosher.
Come on, Brian, spill your guts. All right, I swear.
No, just don't ask questions. I'll explain it back home.
Is this about a woman? Brian, you still there?
Yeah.
Why have you dragged me into this? Come on then, where in Brum are you?
Look, I've got to go.
Jack? Open up.
Go away. It's early.
It's after 11.
Really early.
I need that C thingy software from you. Didn't you get my message?
No. Shut the curtains. It's on my laptop.
I know you're a student and I know you're you, but why are you still in bed? Don't you have lectures? Partying?
No. Big Brother in a load of students on an exchange year.
You, Big Brother? Poor idiots. Where is it?
There's a folder on there called Immy Bog Off.
I can see it.
It was a nightmare. They were all off the leash for the first time in their lives, all terrified of having to make decisions for themselves.
Right you are, Grandad.
I lost one of them. This Italian idiot was blown away that he'd found an open all-night sauna, except he actually thought it was a sauna. Cried like a girl when he realised where he was and how much he was supposed to pay for his drinks. Took me hours to get him out in one piece.
Well, I think you're a mug for volunteering. But then I think you're a mug anyway.
Do you ever get the feeling you're being taught to suck eggs?
Eggs? I don't think you can say that. I think you mean spherical, gender-specific reproductive apparatus.
Problem?
No.
You plod. You're always so crap at lying. Come on, let's hear it. Just now you were trying to get somebody to spill their guts. 2 heads and all that, especially when one's the ID.
I've got a mate and, well, he's just lied about being on this course.
Who do you lie to?
His missus. He says he's somewhere here in Birmingham, somewhere.
Oh, and you want to know where he is? Right, what's his mobile?
Why?
Let's just say we have 1 or 2 tricks we don't share with the plods.
May I, Look, I know I shouldn't unburden myself like this.
Fire away.
I was about to phone Margie. I found myself hoping that Charlie would answer so he knew what I was doing. It's awful. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't even trust my instincts anymore.
What if you make the call? If Margie answers and you're disappointed, then you'll know. And you can make your excuses and hang up.
I rather hope that this has got all the anger out of my system.
Right, I've traced your mate's call to a hotel on Cumberland Street. Don't ask me how.
Cheers.
So what do you think he's doing?
I don't know.
Hey, I don't want to get burned just because some plod's too dumb to cover his tracks.
I'm hoping he's had a fight with his wife and thrown a wobble.
Coming up with an alibi, getting a ticket so he can show her. Sounds a bit more planned out than a wobbly.
Yeah.
Think he's got something to hide?
Maybe. Probably.
So, gents, you enjoying it so far?
Oh, yeah, it's great. Learning loads.
Mum. Okay. You said you spoke to the doctors at the mill. Yes? And you told them something was wrong. You asked for their help.
It doesn't matter.
Mum, it matters if you can remember.
No, Patrick.
Miss Parsons?
Those must be the test results.
So, everyone back after lunch at 1:30 sharp, please.
Okay. I'm not back in time. Cover for me.
Why, where are you going?
The hotel.
Oh, do you know it?
No, but I'll get a taxi.
It's 2 minutes from here, I'll say. Look, mate, no offence, but you're an out-of-town plod. I've got contacts at that hotel. It'll take you an hour to get what I can in 5 minutes.
You really love saying plod, don't you?
Yeah.
Jack. Jack!
Shut up.
I can't get this to work.
Jack! Oh, Jack!
Are you deaf as well as stupid?
Shh! Go online and do a search for needy Italian git. I bet it comes up with a picture of Gio. No! Oh! Jack! sacca che viene. Oh!
Hi.
What? Is my telefono? I can't get a signal. Did you choose a UK network? No. What's Italian for select network? Selezione la rete. Okay. Italian for automatic? Automatica. Of course. There you go, sorted. And what's Italian for you won't see me again today? Thank you, Jack. Thank you.
Grazie.
Don't be soft. He's a completely over-emotional mummy's boy.
Don't know what you're talking about.
You've been warned.
So, what would you lot do if you didn't have CID to hold your hands, eh?
We'd get the job done properly, mate.
Right. You sure you want to do this?
No, not really. But he's dragged me into it now, hasn't he? I just hope he's not in any kind of trouble.
Well, you know the fella. Surely you have some idea what he's doing.
A woman?
You don't seem too sure.
No, I'm not. If he'd have pulled, he'd have definitely let me know about it. Unless she's a complete bear.
Well, if it's not a woman, I hate to say this, but, well, corruption. Don't say you weren't thinking it. I mean, it accounts for the lies, it accounts for him going off the radar.
No. I've never seen Brian as a bent copper.
They don't go around with big bent copper signs over their heads.
No. Brian wouldn't take a bump.
There is another possibility.
What?
It's happened to a sergeant up here. No, maybe not. No.
What?
Well, not another woman, another man. I mean, he wouldn't brag about that, would he?
Brian wouldn't.
Yeah. That's what that sergeant said. Even when he was found out, he still said he wasn't gay. He was plod and all.
No, it must be a woman. It's the only explanation I can think of.
Her symptoms were very vague.
Yeah, but we knew she wasn't right.
We couldn't wade in with a full-blown medical intervention because she wasn't right.
Is anyone in?
It's Julia's son.
Heston, I suggest you make the call later.
If I don't do it now, I'll just make an excuse or I won't do it at all. Oh, Margie, it's Heston here. This isn't a social call, I'm afraid. No, Charlie's not here. Yes, no, I'm sure he did say he was coming in. Not good news, I'm afraid.
The first rule of receptionists is charm. You give them a bit of charm, voila, room number.
Oh, yeah, charm and a warrant card.
Well, charm, good looks and a warrant card, I'll give you that.
See, that's what I love about CID. It's your modesty, your lack of ego. It's amazing. It's why us real coppers like you so much. Here we are. We'll see if your charm can get her to open the door.
Are you sure you want to do this? I mean, whatever's going on, as soon as you open that door, you're involved. You might just find out something you don't want to know. I'll speak to the cleaner. You take a moment and think about it.
Hello, sir. Can I help you? Yes?
She's frail, confused.
It's understandable, really.
She's not saying much at the moment. She seems to be having some sort of, I don't know, nightmares. But I have gleaned one thing from her. And if it's true, it's appalling. She says she came to you for help.
Look, Patrick, we're devastated.
So did she come to you or not?
Yes.
And you did what?
We took bloods.
And?
We haven't had the results of the tests.
And you left it at that?
Well,
she was still sick, but she was on her own.
There was no indication that she was as ill as we now know she is.
Lyme disease.
Sorry?
Lyme disease. Maybe you've heard of it.
Well, of course I've heard of it.
That's what Mum's got. Yeah. Right under your noses.
Well, look, you have every right to be upset. we need to find out how this happened, and then hopefully we'll have some answers for you.
Lyme's is difficult to diagnose.
Really? The hospital doctors seem to manage okay.
Well, the symptoms with the Lyme's are confusing and irregular, but up until yesterday, Julia was lucid and in control.
But she wasn't. They said the clue was there all along. She had an insect bite.
Excuse me, Jimmy, a word. Julia complained.
What is it you're not telling me?
I haven't been totally straight with you. I wasn't just supposed to keep this away from his wife. He was worried that our inspector might find out.
What?
No, all I'm saying is it might be something bigger than just Brian playing away.
Well, nice one, Plod. You might have said, when I asked if he was bent. So who's he in there with then? A bird or a blag?
I don't know.
Well, you've no proof of anything then, have you? This is your chance to walk away.
Brian's normally like an open book. This is not like him. I think that he might need my help. I think something's wrong. Brian? Brian? Brian, are you in there? Are you okay? Listen, I want a word. Brian, what are you playing at?
Gotcha! And you, Rob, have had your suspicion well and truly managed.
Come. You completely utter.
Look, Patrick, please, let's...
You getting your story straight just to cover up your incompetence?
No, I assure you, no.
I'm not leaving here until you tell me what the big secret is.
Okay, we're not psychic. I didn't know about any bite. Heston, did you?
I knew. She, just on her back when she came back from the Lake District, she asked me to look at it. And I put Savlon on it.
But Karen's an HCA, she can't be expected to know.
Shut up!
I'm so sorry. Karen.
Hi, Jen, it's me. You are not going to believe this, but I've just met the most gorgeous guy.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. Oh, if I'd have done something, anything, I could have saved Julie. I could have stopped this.
There's a serious point here. It's not just a prank. Rob's suspicions, based on practically no evidence, led him here convinced he was going to find his mate up to something. Now, let's debrief in the bar. Now, suspicion can take over even the coolest heads.
Your face. Karen's going to love this.
Does Karen know?
No. The lad's at the station.
You cannot tell him. You're going to promise me.
You can't expect me not to tell him. Hang on.
Sorry, Plod. Believe me, I wanted you to prove him wrong. But I wanted you to do it honestly, yeah? Not because I warned you.
He won't even let me have the video to show Karen.
So, it's my word against yours, then?
Rob, it's an exercise. To prove a point I'm coming on to about toxic suspicion. It's a bit of fun. And it gets the point across in a much more effective way than me waffling on about it. Well, none of you are going to forget it, are you?
All right.
I do this every time. A couple of phone calls a week before, it's not too hard to organise. But I will make the point to the group this could have been any one of them, okay? No hard feelings?
No.
Good. I'll buy a pint at the bar. Coming?
I'm just going to phone the wife. James, hope the station's not falling apart without me. Do me a favour, mate. I need a number. Birmingham City Council. Traffic wardens. No, I'll tell you what, even better. Clampers.
Okay, just breathe.
Patrick, please, wait. Of course we've all made mistakes.
Hester, it's too soon, he's angry.
Yeah, of course I'm angry. All I've heard from you lot are excuses. You're pathetic, all of you.
I'd like to go and visit her.
No.
I'd like to tell her how sorry.
I don't want any of you near her. I should have been there for her. But she trusted you. I trusted that here, surrounded by doctors, she might have a fighting chance if anything went wrong. Big mistake. She once told me you lot were like another family to her. Well, you failed her. The one time she really needed you, you let her down. Just stay away from us.
Is he going to be okay? Well, his blood pressure's gone through the roof. It's lucky for you both he was here.
I didn't know that could happen. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies.
So where is he?
Gone. Sacked. I'll be struck off for sure.
A killer confesses